Welcome back. I'm Blaine McIntosh, and today we're focusing on two powerful techniques that will transform your Medicare sales approach, creating effective hooks and mastering tiebacks. In my 20 plus years in sales leadership, I've seen these techniques consistently separate top performers from average producers. Let's dive in. A hook is your opening statement that immediately captures attention and creates interest. In Medicare sales, an effective hook accomplishes three critical goals. It relates to your prospect's situation, creates curiosity, and sets the stage for your presentation. Let me share what works. Instead of starting with, "I'd like to tell you about our Medicare Advantage plans," try this hook. "Mrs. Johnson, did you know that 7 out of 10 seniors on Medicare are paying too much for benefits they'll never use while missing coverage they actually need? In just the next 15 minutes, I'll show you how to avoid this common and costly mistake." Notice what this hook does. It highlights a problem many seniors face, creates curiosity about their own situation, and promises a clear benefit for their time. Here's another powerful hook I've used successfully. "Mr. Williams, many of my clients initially felt overwhelmed by Medicare's alphabet soup of parts A, B, C, and D. But after our conversation today, you'll have complete clarity on exactly which options make the most sense for your specific health needs and budget. Does that sound valuable to you?" This hook acknowledges a common pain point, offers a solution, and ends with a question that's hard to say no to. Top Medicare sales professionals develop a library of hooks for different situations. Create specific hooks for first-time Medicare enrollees, those unhappy with current coverage, prospects concerned primarily about costs, those worried about keeping their doctor's seniors managing chronic conditions. The key is customization. While having prepared hooks is essential, always adjust them based on what you learn about your prospect before the meeting. A personalized hook shows you've done your homework and builds immediate credibility. Now let's talk about tiebacks, one of the most underused yet powerful techniques in Medicare sales. A tieback connects what you're saying now with something the prospect shared earlier, proving you're listening and that your solution addresses their specific needs. Here's how tiebacks work in practice. Earlier, you mentioned that keeping your cardiologist, Dr. Smith, was your top priority. I want to point out that this Medicare Advantage plan specifically includes Dr. Smith in its network, ensuring you can maintain that important relationship while gaining additional benefits. Or, you shared that your monthly budget is fixed on your retirement income. That's exactly why I want to highlight that this plan's predictable copays would eliminate the surprise bills you mentioned experiencing last year. The formula is simple. You mentioned X earlier. This is important because Y, which means Z for you specifically. Medicare decisions are high stakes and emotional for seniors. By using effective hooks, you immediately establish that 1, you understand their situation. 2, you respect their time. 3, you have valuable expertise to share tiebacks, then demonstrate throughout your presentation that 1, you're actively listening. 2, you're customizing, not giving a generic pitch. 3, your recommendations directly address their stated needs. Together, these techniques create the trust necessary for seniors to make confident decisions about their healthcare coverage. Here's my 3-step system for implementing these techniques in your Medicare sales process. First, before any appointment, prepare at least 2 potential hooks based on what you know about the prospect. Second, in the first 5 minutes of your conversation, ask questions and take notes on key concerns, doctors' names, medications, and specific worries. Third, structure your presentation to include at least 3 tiebacks to what they've shared, especially when discussing key benefits or addressing potential objections. Successful Medicare agents make this a habit. Before every presentation, they ask themselves, what hook will capture this person's attention? What have they shared that I can tie back to throughout my presentation? When my teams implemented this approach consistently, we saw conversion rates increase by over 30%. Why? Because prospects feel understood rather than sold to. They recognize you're providing a customized solution, not a generic pitch. Remember, Medicare sales success isn't about presenting every feature. It's about presenting the right features in a way that connects directly to what matters most to each individual. Hooks open the door to interested engagement. Tiebacks keep that engagement focused and personal throughout your presentation. Together, they create a conversation that feels valuable to your prospect and naturally leads to enrollment. Start developing your hook library today and make tiebacks a non-negotiable part of every Medicare sales presentation. Your clients will appreciate the personalized approach, and your results will reflect it. Thank you for your commitment to serving Medicare beneficiaries with excellence and integrity.